Yo, what is up, you guys? Flare here, and today we're going to have the first episode of my Dynasty. So you can already tell which team won the vote by the title of the video. So yeah, Arizona State has won, and they did get 10 votes. And in second place it was Kentucky with 7, and then California had 5, and Illinois had 3. Only got 25 votes. I mean, not really complaining too much, but I was hoping I'd get a lot more than that, closer to 100. I mean, got lots of subs, I guess you could say that. But you know, making my coach right here, I would just make a new coach, so I have to start all new with that coach and skills tree. You know, make it nice and fun, not too easy. And I would just use my real name. And this is all sped up. I don't know how it's gonna look on YouTube. It is in fast mode or whatever you want to call it. So just making the coach right now, you know, gonna give him that medium 15 head and all that good stuff. Not too interesting, I guess. Don't give him no glasses. You're wearing that polo shirt and a hat. And for the offensive playbook, I would go with pro style. I would like to throw the ball a lot, especially with this team and who our quarterback is. And I don't know why I said it, to run offense more or something like that, but whatever. And we would go with the 4-3 defensive playbook. So yeah, that'll be my coach, and rules and difficulty, all that stuff. So you see right there, you're gonna make sure that you want to do that and hit and turn off generate auto names. So I am using named rosters, not the Operation Sports rosters. Yes, they came out for PS3, but not Xbox 360. I didn't want to wait any longer. So you saw I will be playing on Heisman difficulty, 8-minute quarters. So I want it to be tough. So you see we're about to go pick this team, and not going to have it in fast mode right here. As we slow it down, and you see scrolling over, and we go pick Arizona State. So I'm kind of glad they won, because I wanted to do this a lot more, especially when I heard about, you know, their quarterback, which I'll talk about later in the video. So gonna decide to be the head coach, of course. And you see here they actually were 8-5 last year. I said I wanted to take a team at the bottom of a very good conference and bring them to the top. They were actually in the middle of the pack, but they still didn't have a very good conference record. So still want to do them. And before that, last year they didn't really do too much, you know, getting 6-win seasons and all that. They had a good 10-3 in 2007, but not a whole lot of success. You know, it's spotty, as you see the records in past years and all that stuff. You can go way back all the way to 1982 and stuff. So gonna see what we can do with this Arizona State team in this dynasty. I want to do at least 3 years, maybe 4 or 5. We'll see how it goes. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and sign this contract. You get a 5-year contract, and here's the new coach skills tree, and you get to start off picking one upgrade. You know, your coach XP goes up and down and all that stuff to be able to reach certain levels. And yeah, about to see which one I start off with. I'm gonna go ahead and pick scouting, which is what a lot of people have done. This is more for the recruiting. So a lot of people start off with this one, and you know, it helps you out a little bit. You know, makes you do better in the certain categories and all that good stuff. So I do like this new coach skills tree with the upgrades and all that, and you can also do it for your offensive and defensive coordinator. So that is cool. And yeah, so I kind of went slow with this because I didn't even do a test dynasty just to test it out. I just started this, and this is the first time touching dynasty in NCAA 14, because it is quite different than in NCAA 13, especially with the recruiting, which you'll see later in the video. So the defensive coordinator right here, I go ahead and give him charge, which helps with pass rush. And then the offensive coordinator, I choose ball security, which helps with, you know, securing the ball, obviously. So yeah, that'll be it for the coach's skills. And this next part we're going to get into is sped up as well. And in the preview window, when it is sped up, I can't really see what's going on in the preview. It's really laggy once it is sped up. So yeah, we're going to save them changes, so I'm not really going to be able to tell you guys what's going on. But this basically is just the recruiting. And you know, you got to set up your recruiting board to start off, and you're going to want to make sure that you go to like the recruiting settings and turn off the assistants and all that, so the CPU doesn't do anything to it. So that is all you. And you see right here the recruiting menu, all that good stuff. You can search them, check out the top 100, see where your school is at, and all that stuff. Your team needs. Our team needs is running back, fullback, and center. I know for sure on the offense. And then defense, I can't remember. I think it's middle linebacker and free or strong safety, and defensive end as well, I think, or defensive tackle. But we're going to try and get a few from each position. What I did here is this is where you target all the recruits or prospects. And I went and got pretty much all the top 2 or 3 that are interested. And a couple of positions I targeted guys that weren't interested yet, because we need some, want to go after some good players. And also, what I was just going to say is the recruiting, I like how it's new. You get to use the points, and you got to change it each week, or you can keep it the same, whatever you want to do. And it is nice, but it's kind of hard to get used to at first. And so you can like scout them, you can give them points, just to help improve your chances of getting the player, all that good stuff. And like I said, with our running back need, we only have 3 running backs on the roster right now, so definitely gonna have to go after a couple of those. And you see here, it is sped up. I don't know how fast it's going. I probably could have sped it up even more. But just targeting players. And so I don't really know what else to say for this video, as this is all recruiting right now. Introduction to the Arizona State Dynasty. Just, setting it up, picking the team, making the coach, setting up the recruiting board, all that good stuff in the preseason before we head to the regular season and, start playing games. So once I'm on that subject, I'm not sure if I'll show recruiting or not in the beginning of videos. I kind of want to, but I don't know if I should or if it matters. I might show it every once in a while. But so our first game is an FCS opponent. I'll say that real quick. So that video will be out soon. And so I'll try and get this series up. It'll be up at least once a week, maybe even twice a week. It depends how it goes. So you see our team needs right there. Like I said, halfback, fullback, center. We don't really need a fullback. The fullback we have is a freshman, so we got him for a few years. And defensive tackle, middle linebacker are our defensive needs. But always want to try and get some prospects from each position. And like I said, this is the recruiting settings. You want to turn off the assistants from the CPU so that they aren't messing with your stuff. So in the preseason, all you can do is scout. You can't put points into them yet. So you get 1,000 points to start off the preseason. It costs 50 points to scout 25% of the player. It shows you like their rating for certain categories, and it'll show you if their overall goes up or down, all that good stuff. And it also shows their spark rate and all that stuff. The recruiting is very detailed, and I like it. So this year's game really improved in that recruiting aspect, and I'm I think I'll have some fun with this series. I've already played the first game. I'm not gonna hide it from you, but not gonna spoil anything. We're playing an FCS team, so but we do have a pretty tough schedule, I'm not gonna lie. We are in the Pac-12, and we do not play against Oregon, but we do have a couple tough non-conference games that you will see at the end of the video. So you only get to scout in the preseason, and I went through and scouted most of the players, because you only got 1,000 points and 50 points per player. Can't scout everybody. So see, what are we gonna do right here? And I would go to the redshirt players at this point. So if you want to redshirt them, you're gonna want to redshirt people. Like if you're heavy at one position, you're gonna want to redshirt players that are in like their freshman or sophomore year. If they're at the bottom of the list, if they don't have that great of an overall, you're probably gonna want to redshirt them because they're not gonna play anyway. Like receivers, you saw I had like 8 receivers, so I redshirted the bottom 2 because they were not very high overall, and they were both freshmen, so they wouldn't play. That left 6 receivers on the roster still, so yeah, just getting through this redshirting players, and now we're going to slow it back down as I will show you our depth chart. And first off, I want to talk about this quarterback, Taylor Kelly. He has a pretty nice overall. Not much speed, but that doesn't really matter, as I want to stay in the pocket with him for the most part. And Taylor Kelly, I want to talk about real quick. Real quick, you see our running backs not very good, but that shouldn't be much of a problem. But back to Taylor Kelly. The other day, I was just thinking about quarterbacks that are underrated in college. I was actually talking to a couple of friends about it, and then I just searched up like top 10 underrated quarterbacks heading into the 2013 season, and I got a Bleacher Report, and listed at number 1 was Taylor Kelly. So that was pretty cool to see. So sounds like he's underrated. I'm gonna have to, have a good season with him. That'd be cool. And he's like a kind of more of a pocket passer, gets a lot of yards, and I like that. That's what I want to do. And I want to get the run game going, but I don't know if I'll be able to do that in the first season since our running backs aren't that good. But yeah, you see our defense is pretty good. Not that great, but our secondary is good. Not too out the corners, but our strong safety is a really good player right there, Alden Darby. Remember, like I said, I do have named rosters, so these are all the real names. And there's like players that are suspended or kicked off teams, like Everett Golson, Carlos Hyde. Those are taken out. So yeah, it's like, it's pretty legit. I just said legit, but see our schedule. Strength is A. I'm not going to change anything for this first year because I want it to be the real one. See, our second game is Wisconsin. Then we got like tough games against Stanford, USC, Notre Dame, non-conference. That's tough. So it should be a fun season. So we're just going to go ahead and start this season. That'll be into this video. This introduction. First game will be out soon. And yeah, so please leave a like and subscribe to my channel. So yeah, as always, I hope you guys enjoyed. Have a nice day. Peace.